Alright, thanks again for joining me, guys. This will be my last video for tonight. Gets me 3 uploads tonight. Apologize for the mess behind me. I'm in my room. It's not as clean as I'd like it to be, but I wanted to talk about prepping and having a plan. So, regardless of what area of prepping this is about, I'm going to show you my armory book. That's how I keep track of my weapons and ammunition and things like that, as well as my training, some of my training aids, print off targets, stuff like that that I've gotten for that side of things. This is something I'm putting into effect for all areas of my prepping. About to get one put together for my food preps that I just did a video on, for my medical and things like that, just so I have a better running tally of what I have, what I need, and the priorities of prepping basically for me. So with that being said, I'm going to turn the camera down here in just a second and give you a quick look through of the first couple pages of my armory book, and yeah, we'll get to it from there. So give me 1 second, I'll bring this down. Apologize for any of the over jumpiness of this. It's the first time I'm trying to do it this way. Okay, so that should work. Let's see, can you all see that? Yes, you can. So these are my standards. I typed this up on Google Docs and printed it out for my minimum magazines and ammunition for different categories of firearm. So for me, my primary was also my EDC as far as my pistol goes, and so it's got the ammunition and the magazines for that. And for my primary, I just went with 1,000 rounds for rifle and pistol, just to keep it simple, and that's the bare minimum I can have on hand and feel comfortable. Not necessarily extremely comfortable or happy, but I'm not stressing yet at that point. You know what I mean? It just kind of helps me keep track of where I'm at and what I need to prioritize as far as purchasing, and then going all the way down to special weapon or special purpose weapons, shotguns, things like that, and those requirements. The next page I have in here, let's see if we can see it. There we go. This is where I actually keep track of all of my magazines. I'm actually about to have to update this because I don't have room to add a new gun in magazine. Because I put my 1911 in here, I don't have that yet, but so I can keep track of all the magazines I have, make sure I'm in those minimums for however many guns I have for them. In another section of this book that I'm not going to show y'all, I have all my guns listed out, broken down by long gun or handgun, and then serial numbers and all that kind of stuff as far as calibers, just to keep track of and have a record if God forbid anything happened and they were stolen or something like that. This is my ammo breakdown. Let me see. Let's get this. Let's see if I can get a little bit better lighting. 1 second. Sorry, guys. That should be helping just a little bit. But this is my ammo counts. I'm going to turn that off because I can't see what I'm doing here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to work the lighting out and showing all the paper without having it on the table. Not ideal. I don't have the space right now. I'm working on it to set this up where you can actually look down on it properly, but this is where we're at. This just keeps track of where my ammo is, and I know which calibers are primary, secondaries, what's like the 6.5 Grendel I have. I was going to get a 6.5 Grendel gun, so I bought a couple boxes of ammo because they were on sale where I was working at the time. Not going that direction right now, so it just kind of sits there. The reason it's not marked as having any ammo cans, even though there's 60 rounds of it, is because I picked up this like multi-compartment Plano, and it's kind of become a catch-all for random rounds that I don't stock, if that makes sense. So I got it counted, but you know, so this just helps me keep track and focus my buying priority when I have some money to spend on ammunition, what I need to buy first. So whatever I'm lowest on, this is kind of my quick reference for that. I'm going to set that same kind of thing up. Let me turn you back around real quick so y'all can see. That's a picture somebody drew for me when I was in college. Some college stuff like that. But that's something I'm working on putting together as well for, like I said, my medical and my food. At the food, the way I'm kind of wanting to break it down is like have a section for Mountain House meals, MREs, water, canned goods, dry goods, that kind of thing, spices, utensils, supplemental gear like pots, pans, uh, washing equipment for keeping everything clean and sanitary. Because that's something I don't see people talking about a whole lot that I kind of want to start doing some more videos on. Just not telling y'all what to do because I really try not to do that. I want to make people think. I don't want people just to copy what I do or copy what somebody else on here does or on some blog or books or whatever. I want people to think, to learn, to gather information, to help them gather the resources they need that fit their life and what their situation calls for. So that's kind of the goal with all this. That's where I'm working towards with that. And then like with my medical, like this is how many gauze rolls I have on hand. This is how many suture kits I have. This is how many staple kits I have. This is how many, uh, sorry, uh, compression bandages I have, tourniquets I have, and things like that. And I'm not talking about like counting like the tourniquets that are in my med kits. Just my extra ones that are in my stash gear. And the way I break things down is if it's in certain kits or setups, I don't count it towards my preps. I consider it consumed already. Like my EDC tourniquet, I don't count that towards my preps. I consider that consumed already because it's getting worn out just from being out constantly. Whatever I'm doing that day, the tourniquet's dealing with me. Same with everything else at EDC. So if I'm crawling under a truck to fix something, or if I'm, picking up an air conditioning unit, the stuff's getting beat up all the time. So I don't count that towards the long-term preps. I'll Once I get my closet reorganized and cleaned up, I'll show you a quick little video of how I'm storing a good bit of my medical right now, and it's a drawer system. It's not the best, but it's the start, and I'm trying to set it up so when I get my own place again, I can have a room set up with all my medical gear in it and like extra beds and things like that, and kind of have a medical suite, for lack of a better term, right now. But yeah, I just want to encourage y'all to have a plan and get organized, keep track of what you have bought and what you need to buy so that you can spend your money wisely. Because you're not going to help yourself if you're in debt. You're not going to help yourself if you don't have food on a regular basis, or if you're not keeping gas in your car and keeping up with your vehicle. And I know that's hard. It's hard for me, especially the vehicle's got issues, and it costs more to fix right now than I have / want to invest in it. Um, so it's hard to keep up with sometimes, even with little things with it, just because it's frustrating. But it's necessary because that vehicle gets me to and from work. It gets me to my friends and my family. So I have to maintain it. I have to be a good steward of the things God's brought into my life already. If for no other reason than it's a rehearsal for when everything does go to crap. Because there's so much in this world that people just ignore, that if you pay attention, those are not people you want around you when things are bad, when it's really genuinely stressful. Because they didn't put the time in when things were good. And even like people hear with prepping all the time, it's like, oh, when the world ends, I'm going to show up at your house because people know you have stuff. I've straight up told people before, if the world's ending and you show up at my house, I'm going to shoot you on sight. And it's not because I don't love them. It's not because I don't want to help them. I don't have the finances to prep for everybody. I'm prepping for myself, my family, as much as I can. But even that I have to limit. And the people I care about. Like that's what I'm having to do. But even again, that I have to limit. I'm one man. I don't make a lot of money, so I have to be very wise with where I invest stuff and how I invest stuff into this. But I'm trying to be a good steward of everything that God's given me, and He showed me things that are likely to happen so that I can prepare to help those around me, um, and trying to just make sure I do the best with that I can. that's also why I do these videos, encourage other people to prep and give ideas on how to prep, just to get the ball rolling, help you all start thinking about things to consider, things to look at, things to not forget that I forgot maybe, or something like that. Just trying to make sure that more people are prepared so that we can all come together and help each other and not be burdens on other people and draining other people's resources because they did take the time to be prepared when other people decided they didn't want to do that. Um, so yeah, thanks for y'all's time. Appreciate y'all watching these videos, all the comments, likes, and all that stuff. Really does actually mean a lot. I've said it in a couple of other videos. It's crazy for me how big the channel's already gotten. There's more than one point where I didn't think I'd ever break, 200 subscribers. For something right now, and 100 and anywhere between 120 and 200 hours of watch time on average. Got multiple videos and several thousand views. So I really do appreciate y'all's engagement with this. And like I say in a lot of my videos, if y'all got video ideas you'd like to see me do, or topics you'd like to see me discuss, please let me know. Uh, Until I do another one, peace, y'all.